39, this book, and the Deity Yoga Sadhana, and other.
We cannot hear you, Khenpo. Well, I cannot.
Can you hear?
I think maybe you have your sound off, Raul. Oh, no. I can hear him.
Can you hear or no?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear.
We can hear
Okay.
you.
Then. So go to Pema Sambhava's supplication to the lineage. And we do.
Actually, Khenpo, we can't use the deity, so deity yoga because it's upside down. So we have a different text that we have.
Yeah, it's okay. Just lineage supplication, and I'm not going to tell you the page number for the Zom Sangha and tell you the which prayer.
Okay.
Okay.
You are breaking up also. I don't know if you're on the hotspot. Sorry.
Oh, not a hotspot. I have to change to hotspot. Okay, so I did the hotspot. No, hopefully okay. De den yenge gongbo nanda ye jian re zi wan ben ma yong ne xiao mo zo jia la jian ben ma sa ra de jin ben len zhuo de zhen ber yar wan nam jia qu jia ren ping zo dang ji jie zhao ba ben jie len zhuo天雷藏波东根这北巴等真中的罗周的季节年马北门将军当季节将军马海门真等本最近今年挪威当真金萨维拉玛亚塞年内所人嘎金巴杰塞人穷的俄州做瓦尔新杰罗Samdup me chi yen drup jorone nge dun chi ge jar sa ra zain de ye war sama yin je par ma ju de jin da be yin jo du bar sho.
We can't hear the instruments, Khenpo.
It's next refuge. Namo lama de yen de be go gong jo song je ran yen da dan do do sim je nan san cho bar de jab sen je. Namo to the Guru who embodies all Sugatas and has the nature of the three jewels and all sentient beings of the six realms. Take refuge under enlightenment. Go to next page. The Bodhicitta. Having given rise to Bodhicitta and accomplished the waking Lama, for the sake of all beings, I vow to free all beings of the six realms by performing activity to scaffold for beings' needs. Having given rise to Bodhicitta and accomplished the waking Lama, for the sake of all beings, I vow to free all beings of the six realms by performing activity to fulfill beings' needs. Sim jian zhou wai gen dong de la mai san jie zhom nen kang la kang de ren chen lei jian zhou zhou zhe wa re tam jia wo. The seven pure action. Guru, Yodam, and your example deities, please come here and be seated on this throne of lotus, sun, and moon. I humbly bow down with body, speech, and mind, and rendering altar in all the sacred offerings. All impure and broken vows, evil deeds, and obscurations are laid bare and openly confessed. I rejoice in the accomplishment of sacred mantra. Please turn the way of sacred mantra, Dharma, that wrapping and release, and do not pass into nirvana, but continue to remain for all other aims. I dedicate the essence for the sake of sentient beings. May they be realized sublime and maintain the truth. So now we're going to skip this Dharma offering session and go to page or
The fan is on, Khenpo.
fan is on, please. Someone turn off the fan. Where's the fan? Fan and Zom didn't go together. Yeah. So many things here. Okay. And now we go to page. Actually, this book page 145, and we say here is called the offerings Ramyankam. Classes and purify with Ramyankam. So we're starting there. And skip couple pages.
That's page 11.
Okay. Ramyankam Om Benza Argam Ahom Om Benza Pading Ah Om Benzara Pipe Ahom Om Benzara Dipam Ahom Om Benza Aloge Ah Om Benza Ngende Ahom Om Benza Nevete Ah Om Benzara Shabda Ahom Om Ahom Sarva Benza Amrita Hong Reta Om Ahom Maharakta Zola Mendala Hong Reta Om Ahom Mahambalinda Hong Reta Home emanating myriad forms from the continuous Dharma art nature, naturally appeared Lama, Yadam, Dakin, and Okin of all the born ones. Kindly consider your spiritual pledges and sit down great respondents. Om Benzang Guru Dewan Dragon Avijaya Okay, Rahul, can you do this English following?
Yes, Khenpo, that's page 14, huh?
Your page 14, yeah, we are in the 146.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Whom, within the continuous nature in which all phenomena are void and without reference point, I bring forth kindness, compassion, and love for all wayfaring beings. From the causal syllable Shri arise E, Yam, Ram, Bam, Lam, and Zum, which respectively transform into space, wind, fire, water, earth, and the supreme mountain made of precious jewels. At its core is multi-hued lotus, in the center of which is a cross Vajra. At the hub of the Vajra is a broom, which transforms into precious immeasurable paths. Endowed with all characteristics, light rays flare forth from it. Within the surrounding protection sphere, upon a multicolored lotus, sun and moon, is my own awareness in the form of a causal syllable Shri. It transforms into myself, appearing as the lotus born. white with a tinge of red, possessing the youthful splendor of a boy. My right hand holds a Vajra at the heart. The left one, placed in equipoise below the navel, holds a skull cap filled with nectar. My head is adorned with a lotus hat, a vulture's feather, silken strips, and a mirror emanating rays of light. I am robed in a brocade cloak, red silken dharma robes, and a blue gown. Various golden ornaments adorn my ears, hands, feet, neck, and waist. I am majestically poised in the Vajra position with a trident, held in the crook of my left arm. I am surrounded by a host of Trotreng Sal 4 classes, the 8 manifestations of Guru Rinpoche, spiritual heroes, sky dancers, servants, Dharma guardians, and haughty spirits gathering like rain clouds in the sky. From the body, speech, and mind of the deities visualized in this way, light shines forth and invites the Lama, who is the embodiment of the 3 roots, to come from the supreme continent of Kamara in the southwest. The Lama then dissolves into me.
Thank you, Rahul. Continue.
Whom, in the northwest border of Oriyana in the Poland heart of a lotus, you attain the marvelous, excellent accomplishment, most excellent accomplishment, renowned as the lotus born. You are surrounded by a retinue of male and female sky dancers. As I practice, following your footsteps, I pray you will come here to bestow your blessings. Vajra Samaya.
Continue.
Whom, please remain in this delightful seat in the center of this resplendent and wondrous palace, emanating bodies equal to the number of atoms in the world. We pay homage with faithful body, speech, and mind.
Maya Dechali Adebo Continue.
Whom I offer water to drink, water to bathe, the feet, flowers, incense, oil lamps, scented water, food, and music, such as that of drums and conch shells. I offer supreme medicine of the 8 root and 1,000 subsidiary ingredients, rakta formed of causes and conditions, and an embellished torma. The Yab union is the greatest bliss, symbolizing the absolute truth, innate bliss and emptiness. Please accept this wondrous offering.
O Argam Pading Pipe Debe Aloge Gende Nevet Shabda Panza Hom Pinsa Amerata Maharata Mahabalinga Kai Ameragaya Duma Mahamada
Homage and praise to the Guru's body, appearing yet void, void yet appearing. Ah, homage and praise to the Guru's speech, heard yet void, void yet heard. Homage and praise to the Guru's mind, void yet clear, clear yet void. Praise to you, who is endowed with infinite attributes and trains beings with enlightened deeds. Whom. All appearances are the Guru's form, primordially existing. How incredible! All sounds are the Guru's speech, indivisible wind, and mantra is the sound of nada. All thoughts are the Guru's minds, originally pure within primordial Dharmakaya. The billionfold universe proclaims the natural sound of the mantra by sending out rays of light. The purpose of transient being is accomplished. By gathering it back, it merges with the space of the mother. Visualize and practice until clarity is achieved. Do not stop until accomplishment is attained.
Om Benzang Guru Bemai Siddhi Hong. 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 So now you can chant the mantras mentally and the Pema Sambhava mantra, and I'm going to share the teaching here. Dongge doje jaje reisen rong yinje medo deje bonjong ba zerje longbo davre jibek shaje jarbe shabla ge sanze jagare benje bola gadenje be ma nyone galan den rong Tada lano zimbe kanonze orjin Rinpoche la zorwande romen jije yenje dorjen janjen de lo naro da marba malai jije gambo ba bamo druba jarwan de gombe gaje lama nala zorwan romen jije yenje bodane de zom zanje genje ngoy Rasam jiga ngonzon donze be zawe lama nan la zorwande. Good evening, everyone. So today I'm going to share with you this lamp to dispel darkness. And this teaching is composed by Mapam Rinpoche. So Mapam Rinpoche is a very high scholar, very famous philosopher. So he wrote many philosophy books. So when he composed this one, this is he specifically focused for the people and we say like nakpas or and like fathers, mothers, and for kind of like no education people, and even uneducated, you can use this teaching and practice, and we can reach enlightenment, liberate. So that's why, due to his kindness, and he focused for this for the lay practitioners, and it's then this teaching is or is a Dzogchen teaching, and directly introducing nature mind and meditate in Dzogchen. I received this teaching from Khenpo Mincer, so long time ago, and that time, when I meet him, so he shared this teaching, but I didn't understand anything. So reason is because one of the dialogue, and second, he just kind of more transmission, not really explain, sharing, transmission, giving. But that also not easy to he giving transmission take long time supplication from Garchen Rinpoche, ask him again. So then finally this give transmission, sharing. And so usually in Tibet, this high level realizers don't share easily the Dzogchen and the Mahamudra teachings. Students let them to do lots of homework first. And most important is devotion. So Khenpo means also, I think, checking the student have enough devotion or not. So if not devotion enough, they cannot stay his place, because his place is not easy to stay. It's very hard, isolate, right? It's isolate place. Is get there is first. It's not easy to get there. Is we are take 2 weeks almost, like from God monastery went to his place on the way, on the road. And then finally arrive, so we have to put the tents, and the sleep many monks together in the one tent, and cook outside, and then have to find all the firewood and the food. Everything is carried to like another city to transport there. And so actually comparing to other monks who went there before, when is we are most easy, more organized ones, because we have big groups with the Garchen Rinpoche. And other monks that take weeks walking to his place, because no transportation to get there. Very high level attitude. And then no house to stay, and so they have stay in the tents, even winter time. So it's extremely cold. It's not enough devotion for Dharma, not possible to stay that place. And he let them stay his place, let do first homework, and all the Nindo practicing first. Then he shares step by step some, this Mahamudra Dzogchen teachings, but not easy to sharing. And the long time ago, like this student, like go to teacher is like really sacrifice and receiving teachings. No, easy to get. Here right now in the Western country, is everything's too easy. And that's why also Dharma doesn't really work benefit that much, because it's too easy. They don't really take care that much, And sometimes with easy to get is no appreciation, no practice. So if when I was young, and at that time, when we received this for like journey long time to get his place, until we don't know if he really can get or not. And when I went with Garchen Rinpoche, without Garchen Rinpoche, not possible to he going to share this one. And finally, so he shared this, and then asked Khenpo means asked to do meditate. So we meditate like lots, but we really don't know that time meditation means, or what going on, how to do. I don't know anything. No any guide, And he just shared. Then that's it. It's kind of a more transmission. It takes maybe 30 minutes or less than 1 hour, and then it's finished. And then no one can ask question because everybody's scared of him, It's finally we receive this transmission, everybody happy, even don't know. So satisfied. And then go back, we just doing meditate, whatever, like goes. We did stay 1 month, so actually receive only this and some power instructions, like not that much teaching, receiving. Some teachings he don't let enjoy, because only specific some student he share, but not let him to do join all the monks who live there. So Khenpo means it's very tight, no easy to giving the Dharma teachings, like for without some. He really think if someone focusing, practicing, meditate, then he share. Otherwise, he don't share. And then also he check really strongly. let her be hardship, each one who be with him, you know. Then that's why who went to Khenpo means a place, and all the monks who went there and receiving teaching from him, and who stay the longer time, they are really good Dharma practitioners. Become not just very shallow way, and go more deeper, good Dharma practitioners. Okay, so that's the received from him, and in that time I don't really understand. I told you already. So still it's very hard to understand some levels. Even the Mapam Rinpoche is focusing, this one is really for beginners, not scholar, high level education, teacher. This teaching is focused for the very, very basic and for lay people, using words, everything. So anyway, this you receiving this and meditating, we meditating, and this really helps also, and knowing our mind, nature. It's a very powerful teaching. Even you really do understand when I sharing teaching, but you meditate and practice, use supplication to Khenpo Minser and Garching Rinpoche, and then slowly you feel some connection rising. And that's the core gurus, and lineage blessings. So sometimes when we receiving teaching, we thought we understand everything. But when you meditate, then you don't have connections again. Sometimes when you receiving teaching time, you don't really understand. But when you meditate, you have connections. So that is due to more, blessing and our devotions. Without Guru's blessing, devotion, and Mahamudra Dzogchen, meditation, they don't really get feeling and experience connections. So that's why when you meditate before, when you close eye, at least think about the realizer, Khenpo Minser, Garching Rinpoche, that bring into your mind, and then you meditate is a much powerful benefit. Okay, so now we go to this teaching is called Lamp to Dispel Darkness. So lamp is, this teaching is the same as a lamp, light, and to dispel darkness, lamp dispel darkness. And this teaching practice helps our mind is actually due to the ignorance. It's very dark. This morning we shared the Mahamudra, the Jigten Songgon's teaching. So he talk about more, explain, how we get delusions due to the co-emerging ignorance. So the co-emerging ignorance, and then thicker that's habituate become our mind is very dark. And use this practice teaching helps dispel our darkness. So that's an example, lamp purify darkness. Same, when you meditate this Dzogchen and release your ignorance. Instruction that points directly to the very essence of mind. This directly pointing into our mind, essence of mind. And as long as you, receiving this teaching, and you have actually Dzogchen instruction you have, and Dzogchen lineage or practice you already receiving, you are part of become that lineage too. And then this, the pointing directly to the very essence of, showing our mind nature, pointing directly to the mind nature, essence of the mind. In the tradition of the old realized ones, so then in the tradition of the means like tradition of the is like not for the philosophy and the monastic, and the study like lots of Buddhist philosophy, not that ones. It's in the tradition of all the realizer ones, means like in Tibet has some, it can be father, can be mother, but it's kind of a Dharma practitioner, and they don't really have education like knowing that much, but they have some due to the devotion and receiving some instructions, and they meditate and practicing. They has a very high level, realize. So that is called old realizer ones. And this realization is not for, the Dharma, like, of course, generally we understanding Dharma knowledge and Dharma realization is different. And Dharma understanding knowledge, we need to study or different levels and the philosophy system, Buddhist. And then realization is not due to the philosophers. And the realization is just dependent, individual who has these instructions. And sometimes the two high level philosopher also get confusion because in this one too simple easy, but they don't recognize too simple easy ones, and they create too much complicated. So that's why another level realization is more easy for the education ones too. And due to the devotion and then they meditate, they can easily understand and get. But too much educate and too much investigation and it can be lost. So same as a scientist, So that's he's sharing here. By Mapam Jumper Dorje is Mapam Rinpoche. He composed this text. Then the homage to the Lama, inseparable from Manjushri. So this Mapam Rinpoche, his Yadam date is Manjushri. So that's why mostly you see all the books Mapam Rinpoche he wrote, philosophy or Mayamika teaching or like Dzogchen, whatever he wrote is many this supplication always is supplication to supplication to the Manjushri. His Yadam date is a Manjushri. So that's why he say homage to the Lama, inseparable from Manjushri. And then Manjushri, the embodiment of wisdom. So Manjushri is embodiment of all the Buddha's wisdom, inseparable with his guru. So then he says, see, without having to study, so even you didn't study Buddha Dharma and contemplate or train to any great degree, even you don't have this high level degree or studies, Buddhist philosophy, simply by maintaining recognition of very nature of mind according to the approach of the pit instructions. So this is called pit instruction. So pit instruction is a very simple words and directly, showing or sharing to the essence of the mind nature. And then, you who receiving, this teaching and the practice and the meditate, it can become realized without this training philosophy. So pit instruction by any ordinary village, yogi kings, any ordinary village means like just lay people, It's in right now it's a different lay people is in Western country educated actually another level, In Tibet at that time, village means like really uneducated, people, and kind of nomads. And there can become realized. Mapam Rinpoche focus for them because he is come from another nomad area, and he knows their village, like older peoples. They cannot read, they cannot write down, and so then he sharing this for them is they can use this instruction. They can become realized. Village yogi can without too much difficulty, so also not have to do very hardship, reach the level of a Vijayadhara. Such is the power of this profound path. So due to this teaching and very profound path, practice this teaching, the person can become realized, and Vijayadhara means can become enlightenment. So without instructions, so that's his main this teaching introduction. What he's sharing here is very simple, no complicated way. So then easy practice, but you can reach to enlightenment. So the same is like Pema Sambhava also sharing, pointing instruction to old women. Pema Sambhava also have a pointing instruction to old men. So this also very similar. It's become, these teachings for lay practitioner or lay people, and some are only just focusing enlightenment, free from suffering, samsara. And then that is a goal, and only use this instruction, they can get result, achievement, free from samsara. Then next one is then how to this, meditate, right? Meditation. Now is going to he share the how to meditate and practice this. The instruction that cracks open the eggshell of ignorance. So the point is this instruction that cracks open the eggshell of ignorance means like ignorance is releasing, I think, opening the wisdom, so that's in coming into this teaching. And then when you leave your mind in a state of natural rest, without thinking any particular thought, and at the same time maintain some kind of mindfulness, you can experience a state of waking, neutral, apathetic. Indifference called is lam tong. I think it's lam tong. Lomating. Difference is called lomating. No means land. Lomating means land, where your consciousness is drawn and blank. So this, we have to step one, when we meditate, mind needs to relax, and then, let go all the thoughts, concepts, without thinking any particular thoughts, let go all the thoughts. And at the same time, you maintain some kind of mindfulness, like you recognize no thoughts there. So that's maintaining mindfulness. That's the first step is good. First step important. We need that. But Mapam Rinpoche here sharing, you cannot stuck that only. So that's also can called the Loma thing too. You can experience a state of waking, natural, so empathetic, and kind of empty, and then not really clear your mind. You don't have like actually Vipashyana there. It's in this is similar. Is my understanding is the Vipashyana is no, it's Shamatha. Shamatha has 3 different levels. So 3 different levels, like generally, okay, you can rest in mind with a focus object. Your mind can be resting with breath, and then you don't use any specific object. So just mind take off the object and be there, and no any thoughts create. So maintain that is shamatha meditation, but it's still not special insight meditation, not dzogchen meditation. So many meditators think that is dzogchen. I realize dzogchen. I have experienced dzogchen. So Mapan Rinpoche said that is not dzogchen yet. So that's called, it's a loma thing, means you just don't have positive and negative either there, and just mind is hanging there, no clear awareness there. So that's another level. Comparing someone not any doing meditation, you get this one also very good, because your mind can resting, and you can let go all your stress out, and you can let go all the thoughts. You can like temporarily hiding or escape from this samsara suffering, and you can be hang there like happy, like kind of more relaxed, peacefully, long term. But that cannot take you enlightenment. So that's why shamatha meditation bring you very high level, worldly level happiness, but cannot go beyond that. So Dzogchen, Mahamudra, Vipashyana, these 3 of is actually slightly different, but mostly is the same. This 3 of teaching must go beyond our conceptual, samsara conceptual, beyond the samsara. And that's why when you reach to in this level, so loma thing is you are okay, but not really, and you have still wisdom. That's why where your consciousness is draw and blame. Draw and blame means it's not sharp wisdom, seeing your own true nature, and still it's draw and blame. It's draw and blame is it's dependent, like you comparing to Mahamudra Dzogchen, this one is draw and blame. But it's comparing to samsara suffering, this is a very positive place too. You reach in that level, you're happy, and you wanted to meditate. You want to, let go all these thoughts, conceptual level. So that's why Mapan Rinpoche, his sharing is like many meditators are stuck in this level, because when they reach in this level, that thing are already realized. And I have good experience. So specifically, he also this is sharing to the uneducation, for this very beginner people. And he said, don't stuck that. Don't think that is, you reach to Dzogchen realization. And this is still not truth state. In this, there's not any of the clear insight. The reason is they don't have any clear insight is awareness. Awareness is seeing itself. Called seeing itself, and be there, no thoughts is different. Okay. So think about like stones be in the water there, no moving is be there. So no shaking be there in the big stones in the water, but you cannot see clearly, like stones is just there. But we have crystals like shining is like just comparing regular stones be there, but no shining, no transparency clearly seeing. And these crystals is strong, but it's different other stones. It's shining, transparency, seeing itself clearly. Do you understand the big difference? The regular stone objects be there, but even no moving, no shaking, but no seeing clearly. So same, and the mind is not moving, no shaking, but no awareness, no transparency, like seeing clarity is not there. So that's why Mapan Rinpoche said that practice no Vipashyana there. So he didn't say no Shamatha there. Shamatha is a stable mind. Shamatha is there, but still no Vipashyana. Clear insight of Vipashyana, which descends things precisely, right? Precisely. Oh, it's precisely. Precisely means a very simple way, right? Or short way.
Very accurate.
Very defined.
Descends things I say the Lantong Kayamajivate and Techa Lamadang Mariba Mengdovan. And things precisely, and so the masters call it Marikpa. No recognition, ignorance, unknowing. So, and then this, that's why it's the Dzogchen meditators call this is in this level experience is they say is Marikpa means like actually no recognition, no knowing, no recognition. So they say you have to give up that, they ask you like you have to give up, you cannot stuck there. And that is wrong. That's telling you very strongly, so you have to give up that. And if we don't give up that, we cannot go beyond the samsara. So that's why this is I think, some meditators like stuck that, reach that level, then they don't go beyond than that. So we, go to the hiking mountains, you get really nice view and enjoy, then you don't want to go up higher levels. So, you think it's already reached higher level, maybe some misunderstand. So that's kind of this one. And the meditators think I'm already great. So that's why, and many masters said that's not good. You cannot stay there, stuck there. It's still ignorance. Because there's awareness there. So no recognition, ignorance, unknowing, still not knowing truth. Then since you cannot define it and say, so you cannot really explain that. You know what, you have your experience in that kind of so mind resting stably there. Since you cannot define it and say, this is what it is like, or this is it, such a state is called lomating. Lomating is so you cannot say it's great or not great, or you cannot really put sharing this something experience something. I think really you cannot describe or punctuate that. define it and say, yeah. So that's why I call lomate, undecided, indeterminate, undecided, indeterminate. And since you cannot say what kind of a state it is you are resting in, or what your mind is thinking, it is also called the tamar tamar tanyom. It is also called tamar tanyom, means it's ordinary state of apathetic indifference. So why is it called the ordinary state? Is not beyond the samsara, still in the ordinary samsara states. So that's the reason it's called the samsara, in the ordinary pathetic indifference. In fact, you are stuck in an ordinary state within the alaya. So alaya is have to transform to wisdom. Alaya means, still we are in the ground level. So this morning we share the teaching, and Jigten Sunggu, he explained this laws alaya. And here says alaya, the Jigten Sunggu this morning say king ye, king means all, ye means ground. King means all is, then dharming, right? Dharming, this morning, remember, dharming means it's become, mind is deluded. And become mind is go to fugi and all create dula state. So dharming mind is alaya. And then alaya has two, dharming mind and the dharmata together. But you can go direct to the dharming mind and delusion states. You can be recognized. It's become wisdom. And here is a Nopam Rinpoche says it's alaya, means we not knowing that still is in the the ground level. And ground alaya is have to transform to wisdom, but not transform yet. Still in the ground alaya, is ordinary state. Do you understand? Okay. Then you need to use such a means of resting the mind. So we need this, we need this first state. That's why you need to use such a means of resting the mind first. Resting state, we need that first step. As a stepping stone. So then, we have to go stages, right? One step. And someone don't know how to meditate Dzogchen. So this is the first step for the preliminary practice. Okay, first introducing stage is resting mind in that state. And then your mind's resting in that state, your minds become stable, and then you have the teacher has ability to introducing the Dzogchen, nature mind, nature Rigpa. If your mind is not resting, if so much thoughts going on, then not possible introducing the nature Rigpa. So water is dirty, then we cannot really show the water clear transparency. And first, like we need water, need clean and subtle, like resting water, then all the dust is become dissolved, then you can see the water clearly. So when you have water has dusty, it's dirty, and then you cannot say it's clear water. that is not clear water. And the same, Mapam Rinpoche here mentioned that this is not Dzogchen yet. Okay, so you need that first, and resting that first, and use this first, and then have to go to another step, Dzogchen practice. So then that's why stopping strong, so as to give rise to the non-conceptual state of pro-moral wisdom. So this is the causes of non-conceptual state of pro-moral wisdom. Non-conceptual state of pro-moral wisdom is Dzogchen. So far what we share, that is Mapam Rinpoche said not Dzogchen yet. It's only first step. So we need that first step, we need first preliminary practice that. And then you go to another level and Dzogchen meditation. So generally, many meditators stuck in this state. The reason is we have so much thoughts going on, and then your minds become resting, and you have different experience because release stress out, and many our this mind afflictive emotions, thoughts is dissolving, and then you feel peaceful. You can be very happy, but still not seeing your true nature. So that's why this is the first step Mapam Rinpoche say is for this beginner meditator need. And however, if there is not the self-recognition of a pro-moral wisdom, which is our Rigpa, and then so in this this step didn't have this pro-moral wisdom. So without the no pro-moral wisdom, reason is self-recognition means no seeing itself. It's just be there, but no seeing itself. So seeing itself is then, like this crystal, what I mentioned, is seeing itself is like transparency, clarity, shining itself. So same like, your mind is present, clear, awareness, and still like no thoughts, peaceful. What they so far, what they say is exactly that we have when you have Dzogchen, nature Rigpa, rising, you have that plus recognition, self-recognition. And so self-recognition chance, then you have pro-moral wisdom, which is our Rigpa chance. But this first one, they don't have that. Then it cannot count as the main meditation. That's why cannot calling this is a main practice of Dzogchen. So we cannot call main practice, but this one we can call Dzogchen preliminary practice. Do you understand preliminary practice? First step. And then you can go to second section. Okay, so next one. As the aspiration prayer of Samantha Bada says, today here teaching, and yesterday, this morning we shared the Jigten Sumgun teaching is same information. Sharing is the same information. So see, as the aspiration prayer of Samantha Bada says, a blank state, devoid of any thought, whatsoever, that is Marikpa. So this, is see, what Samantha Bada says, blank state means like no thoughts. It's no awareness. Devoid of any thoughts whatsoever. That is called state Marikpa. Means if no thoughts, but your mind not self-rising. We have a prayer in supplication. Tara says self-arising, non-door Buddha wisdom. So not self-arising. Self-arising is your mind seeing mind clearly. And in this one, just stop the thoughts. Be there, and that can become deluded again. Can be causes of seeing nature, can be delusion again. So that's why. And this one is, can be go either directions. And we have a tongue water, right? Tongue water, and put in the water tongue, right? Correct. Tongue means like in the somewhere, but then the water can be go to toilet, wrong directions. Can be go to drinking water. So same water, don't know which direction you go to that water. It's a thing about we have a tongue is it correct?
Tank.
Trunk water, yeah.
Water tank, yeah.
Water tongue, okay. Water tongue. What?
Water is a tank.
Tank, oh, water tank.
Water tank, okay. Water tank.
You said water tongue.
Tongues.
Holding the
Water tank.
The water is going in different directions.
And so that's sometimes Garcia Rinpoche use that's makes sense. He says the same as water tongue,
Yeah.
and the water tongue, the water can be drinking water is the same as awareness. Can be go to toilet, go with the pops together. It can be ignoring delusion.
Yeah.
So its source is one,
Yeah.
but go different directions. Do you understand?
Yes, we all have hot water tanks. Yeah, we all
Or you have water tanks, I
we
think.
have in our homes, all of us.
Long as you have a home, you have water tanks. Okay. Then your water tank is can be drinking water is great benefit your body. Okay. So that is the same is become can be big rising. Promote wisdom. It's can be go wrong direction is water is become go with the pop in the we cannot do anything like bad become right. So same is this mind hanging there. I mean like stably be there, but that still cannot be go wrong directions like can be delusion cause being become a rise delusion again. So I think that's why here says that cannot count in the mean. Also, it's that is called Marikpa. The causes of delusion can become causes of delusion. Okay, can the Zambo prayer says that can be causes of delusion. 100% we cannot say it's a delusion. All the water tongue is we cannot say 100% or is go to the toilet. So depending. Maparo Mochi said that's the first step. Of course, like when you need water, we need water tank first. Stage. Then you can have drink water. Okay, so first we need the mind resting peacefully, stably, be there. And then you have to use awareness. Self-recognition, we have to use that. Therefore, when mind experiences this kind of a draw state that lacks any thought or mental activity, so now is here Mupam Rinpoche going to introducing how to this become this like right now we're talking about this mind can be delusion or can be become causes of pro-motor wisdom. So that mind how to transform to take to the self-recognition of pro-motor wisdom. So then he's sharing here how to, when you have that experience, then how to you go to next step, follow. Okay, therefore when mind experience this kind of draw states that lacks any thought or mental activity, so your mind is not any activity, then by allowing your intention to turn naturally and gently towards the one who is aware of this state, the one who is not thinking, you discover the pure awareness of Rigpa. So when you meditate, your mind resting, first we need to go in this state first, resting. And then you use, your awareness. Kind of, you looking to yourself. It's a self-recognition means you looking to yourself, you're seeing your mind is present, clear, with awareness, knowing all, everything. Do you understand? And when you meditate, it not block everything. Okay? Some meditators are like sitting like this, and that state don't hear. And that means like they're stuck in this state. Okay? Long as you have self-recognition, you aware everything. You aware everything, but your mind no fixation to anything. So that's called the, this self-recognition pro-motor wisdom. And when you meditate, you cannot, first stage, of course, you have to shut down all the thoughts and emotions. We have to shut down. But then not shut down everything. Shut down everything like become like this, okay? Self-recognition is like you love to meditators recognize. So you really looking to it yourself. Even like this way, your mind really into looking to yourself and with awareness, then that's capture everything. Like, we open everything and whatever going on, everything recognize, but mind no fixation to anything. Do you understand? So we have to apply that. If you don't apply that, your just mind is cocked there, becomes more drawer, and then you go for sleep. And that's why called Marikpa means like drawness, create. And self-arise, that when they're happening, or you focus with the breath. Focus with the breath, you're seeing, recognize mind is be with the breath. And then you have to go back to, look to self-recognition. Self-recognition is, your meditate, awareness, present, and mind is not chasing any object, not follow the thoughts, and be presently, clearly, with awareness. Seeing itself, called seeing itself. Seeing is like you're seeing your mind's emptiness. Not any physically, so any object, physical things there. Mind is same space. But no nothingness is clear, present. And when you have that experience, then become totally different than this shut down everything. Shut down all your senses, consciousness cannot reach to beyond the non-conceptual level. You come back again, your conceptual level. So kind of more these many animals like how to say the stay under the ground winter time
Hibernate, yeah.
hibernate. So is if too stayed too long that they say go to hibernate rams. Okay, and that's why you really need self-recognition. So it's another very simple, log to your mind. And sometimes like when we meditate, we lost everything. Even mind is lost too. Even not chasing the thoughts, but it's lost. So meditation means like you have to see in your mind itself is empty, clear, present. So that's why beginning meditation always bring the guru supplication mentally and your mind connect to that. Then that helps become your mind is looking to yourself, and you feel inseparable with like guru's mind, your mind, or Yadam deity's mind, your mind. We visualizing something, think about and supplicating, and then that become connect to your mind. It helps free from these states. So then here is Mapar Rinpoche more explain how to get rid of that state by allowing your intention to turn naturally and gently towards the one who is aware of this state. So we have to aware ourselves. The one who is not thinking, you discover the pure awareness of Rigpa. So it just have to log to itself, self-recognition, That's why Jigten Songgung in the supplication Tara is a self-arising, non-door Buddha wisdom. You chant that many times. That's really helpful when you meditate. Also, when you have this experience, you just mentally self-arising, non-Buddha wisdom. And then this experience like become release, like darkness room is bring to the lamp, same, So you chant mentally when you meditate, self-arising, non-door Buddha wisdom. That's really helpful. Do you understand? Okay. So some, when you meditate, you need many these special short instructions, mind mentally apply. So when you get in this level, you have to chant self-arising non-door Buddha wisdom. When you have so much thoughts going on, I'm born mother, dharma dharta. Okay, you chant that again, or thoughts, everything stop. I'm born mother, dharma dharta. And then so supplication Tara, another like second verses like Ranchika Yimpa Machipa, not recognizing ourselves is a Dharmakaya. And sometimes we not knowing, like not knowing. And that time you, not knowing oneself is a Dharmakaya. And this one is not knowing oneself is a Dharmakaya too. So Dharmakaya means empty, present, clear with awareness. This one, not that. That's why not knowing ourselves is a Dharmakaya. And supplication Tara prayer really help you become, out of from this state. Do you understand? So that's why you need the prayer is memorized. Awareness of Rigpa, free of any movement of thought, beyond any notion of outside or inside, impeded and open like the clear sky. So then you really seeing your own nature. See, it's become free of any movement of thought, like the crystal is stay, like when comes like shiken crystals, like no movement, stable. And then this is called beyond any notion of outside or inside. It's transparency, right? And so, and any notion of outside and inside, then unimpeded and open like the clear sky. So that's the core mind nature. So that's why, when empowerment is fourth empowerment, usually use the crystal and introducing nature mind. And when I was young, very hard to get this kind of crystal. And the teachers has like this, that kept really precious object. No, it's too many, like no appreciation. Really.
Oh, everything is not precious anymore.
Yeah, no precious anymore, everything. One day, like no precious ourselves too,
Becoming too ordinary.
So that's why it's crystal is showing, exactly what here says, mind nature introducing. Transparency. So that's, you have experience, become you really in the meditation, nature Rigpa, and then transparency. It's become amazing in that state. Okay. Inside, same unimpeded and open like the clear sky. And then, although there's no dualistic separation here between own experience and experience. There's no dualistic. See, it's become non-dualistic, no any conceptual thoughts, non-dualistic. And then separation here between also experience and experiencer. So it's become, like your own experience, yourself is become oneness, no separation. So usually we have say, okay, I have, these feelings, right? Feeling and you are separate. Feeling is become object, you are subject, right? And when you meditate, the experience, yourself is become inseparable. That's why it's, no any words to explain. Reason is because no subject and object there. Cannot have separation, right? Separate there, no there, separation. Long as you have separation, then they have a subject and object separate. Then you can explain. It's become also called conceptual thoughts. And this one, non-conceptual, no separation. Experience and experiencer is inseparable, no between separation there. Still, the mind is certain about its own true nature. So you get your own certainty. It is truth. It's true nature, Rigpa. So arising certainty is ourself. You, through your practice, meditate, you get your own experience. And there is a sense that there is nothing, see, whatsoever beyond this. So the actually already beyond the conceptual. When this is occurs, because you cannot conceptualize it or express it in words. So then in this level you cannot put words to explain. It's become called our own experience. And the reason is no words to explain, cannot express. It's no duality, no conceptual. That's why here already Mapan Rinpoche mentioned very clearly, no separation. It's experience and experiencer, that no separate. It's become oneness. And that's why it's not possible to explain. Because you cannot conceptualize it, is express it in words, it is acceptable to apply such terms as it is acceptable to apply such terms as free from all extremes, free from all the conceptual thoughts. Then in this state, like you cannot say like, oh, I have this experience and I thought that's right. Sometimes we make lots of decisions ourselves, right? Long as you have ability to making decisions yourself, then that's also not right too. So beyond the making ourselves a decision conceptual level, conceptual cannot reach to that. So that's why free from all extremes, beyond description, the fundamental state of clear light and the pure awareness of Rigpa. So no, in this main point here, Mapan Rinpoche sharing is the fundamental state of clear light and the pure awareness of Rigpa means. So it's already recognition, awareness is rising. So then that is called pure awareness of Rigpa. As the wisdom of recognition, your own true nature dawns. So then as the wisdom of recognition, your own true nature, like our own knowing, recognition, true nature shines. Dawns means rising, self-arising. It clears away the blinding darkness of confusion. So it's purify all the darkness of confusions. And this, when you meditate, I think, you can have different stages rising. You meditate 10 minutes, you can stop the thoughts. And you meditate 15 minutes after you have ability to log to yourself and log to your mind itself. And then you meditate 20 minutes after maybe you recognize, your mind is become present but clearly awareness. So that's the stages, when you meditate, you have to move on another level. You cannot stay or stop all the senses and the thoughts. You cannot stay there, be there. Have to use awareness, really have to log to itself. And that's why you have to apply chanting, self-arising, non-door Buddha wisdom, or you have to chant the Dharmakaya. Nature is not knowing myself is Dharmakaya. Not knowing my mind is Dharmakaya. So it's very, very beautiful in the supplication Tara prayer has. So that's, have to chant again and again. And then Genji Mahamudra also has lots of this practice helps go beyond that. When you meditate, sometimes you cannot go beyond that. You apply that, prayer in mind, and then you can, change the gate. Like you drive the car, long time, we have stick-shaped cars, right? You have to change the gate. So that's, exactly the same. You can change your gate and the prayers really helpful. Do you understand what I'm talking? So Gendre Mahamudra has many this helps like this change the gate, go up to more higher level. It's very powerful, Genji Mahamudra. So kind of like Tibetan and English is separated. That's why I cannot like pour out easily. Is I mean I can find the Tibetan here, but English is where is that? It's harder to see. So anyway, this Genji Mahamudra says the darkness of 1,000 eons is dispelled by the light of a single lamp. Single lamp means like you awareness, seeing itself, and then many eons of darkness, confusion is like dispelled. So when this room is an example, if no light, monthly nobody here is no light, everything is shut down, and you turn off the light, then all the darkness, many months darkness is dispelled like this, right? Moment. Same, and when we this darkness, confusion, many lifetimes going on, and when you meditate, you reach to like this conceptual level, high level, but still darkness is there. Release darkness. And so you use mind for awareness, seeing your own true nature, and then the darkness of thousands of eons means like many thousands of eons, our ignorance, confusions are dissipated by light of single lamp, means like seeing itself nature that moment, or release eons ignorance. So then also here says Genji Mahamudra says, when you look into the middle of the sky, fixed concepts of center and boundary will cease. Likewise, when your mind looks into mind, thoughts cease and you see nature of mind. See, look to your own mind, not just shut down your mind. Do you understand? So it's different, the big difference. So seeing mind itself is meaning is. Then it clear away the blinding darkness of confusion. See, all become clearer. And just as you can see clearly the inside of your home once the such has rising, you gain confident certainty in the true nature of your mind. So you really gaining, you'll get your confident yourself, and you like the thing about maybe 100 years ago we don't have electricity, right? And all the rooms is very dark, and when the sun is go down and the sunset after, then all your rooms, houses are very dark. But sometimes they use fire and maybe lamps, but if they turn off that, no fire, no lamps, then house is very dark, you cannot see anything. So when morning sun shines into your room, you see your home is very clearly, everything again. Same here, Mapan Rinpoche mentioned, you can see clearly the inside of your home once the such sun has rising. So same is like when mindful awareness rising, you really see yourself, true nature. Rigpa is then rising again. Then you get you gain confidence because you see your home clearly. You know your home, home. Same, we not seeing our own home many eons already. But once you have awareness, Rigpa shines again, we see our own home true nature, and we recognize ourselves, and then you get confident yourself. Inside your home, once you such as yogin, confidence, certainty in the true nature of your mind. This was the instruction. Menga means like, it's called pita instruction, menga. Very short, only directly talking about essence of your mind, how to recognize that. For cracking open the egg share of ignorance, marekpa. So this instruction name, what he mentioned, so this name is like, so the crack open the egg, egg is we open all the time egg, right? We know egg is open. Same, like the rikpa is inside the eggs. And marekpa is holding the rikpa. So just same is like butter lamp is put inside the box, and you open the box and your butter lamp becomes chance. So same, the open the cage of egg, and then destroy the ignoring marekpa is rising the rikpa, nature rikpa. So that's he said the so far his this instruction name is called for cracking open the eggshell of ignorance. Marekpa and ignorance the same. So I think we leave that today. If you talk too long, then you're going to lose too. Go back to Pema Sambhava practice. Please remember the states, and don't forgetting next Sunday we have this teaching again. Saturday, Sunday both. Same time next Saturday, Sunday we have this teaching. I think especially Sunday, Saturday we have Vajrasattva empowerment. Sunday, next Sunday, same time today. You cannot skip that. You already stuck inside there, ready to. Om Benzang Guru Bemai Side Hong. 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 So now we go to in our box 155 and skip many pages. So page says home having entire the gates, right? Gates.
Entered the gates.
Enter the gate. The having entered the gates of the spirit mantra waker in order to purify stains. So go there. No, wait.
Page 30.
Okay, page 30. Okay, then can you do that chanting, please, Raul?
Yes, Khenpo. Thank you. Whom, having entered the gates of Supreme Mantra vehicle, in order to purify stains of omissions, additions, and mistakes, I beseech you, Divine Assembly, to forbear all errors I am aware of and all those I do not recall.
You're on mute.
Bensar Sato Samaya Manupalaya. Bensar Sato Tenupa Tista Drido Mebawa. Sutokayo me bawa, supokayo me bawa, anuralko me bawa. So I forgot. Hawasi me prayata sarwa. Surame, help me. Titam Cheja Kuru Hum Naha Ho Bhagavan Sarva Tata Gata Bensar Mame Muta Bensar Bhava Mahasamaya Satua the illusory deities of the mandala, divine appearances lacking any real existence, gather back into the natural abode of Dharmadhatu. How wondrous is this overwhelming, unbound ease!
Meditating. Continue.
Oh, may the auspiciousness of the blessings of the root and lineage lamas all the way back to Samantabhadra prevail. May the auspiciousness of the twofold cities of the assembly of peaceful and wrathful victorious Idams prevail. May the auspiciousness of the mothers, sister, dakinis, and secondary dakinis' enlightened accomplishments prevail. May the auspiciousness of the annihilation of enemies and obstructors by the host of Dharma protectors and oath-bound haughty ones prevail.
Om Benzan Guru B'Moi Sidi Hong. 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 Thank you, everyone. Trashidele. Have a good evening.
Thank you, Khenpo. Tashidele.
Tashi Delay.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Khenpo.
Everything.
Beautiful. Yapuru.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you
Khenpo.
so
Thank you,
much,
Thank
Jaya.
you.
Khenpo.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Gracias.
Khenpo.
Gracias.
Thank you, Khenpo.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Nice
Thank
Muchas
you.
meeting you.
gracias, Rinpoche.
Gracias.
you, Khenpo.
Thank you. Tashi Delay, everyone.
Tashidale.
Tashidele.
Shishi.
Okay, so we
Thanks, Garchen Meditation Center. Thanks, everyone.
Yes.
See you
Beautiful.
tomorrow.
Raul, Michelle, Debbie.
11
Thank you.
a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We are on daily program. Join us if you can. Thank you. See you, Raul. Bye, Michelle. Bye, everybody.
Thank you,
Hasta
everybody.
mañana.
Have a
Ciao.
good
Bye-bye.
night.
Thank you.